My name is Aisha. I am an English literature undergrad at Queen Mary University. My cultural background is mixed, so my father is Jamaican and my mother is English. Everything that I'm saying is coming from personal experience and it's rooted in a very particular context. So my relationship with Islam growing up when I was younger, it was there, but it wasn't like completely present in the sense that I always identified as a Muslim. I always knew that I was a Muslim and Islam was practiced in my household. But when I would go out into the wider community, I guess my perception of what Islam was and my understanding of what an ummah should be was very different from how I saw it being practiced. I don't necessarily appear to many people as a black person. A lot of people kind of think I'm North African or even sometimes Asian. So I've always been very good at distinguishing, where Islam stands on certain things and where there's human fault, right? So I never really took it as, oh, that's an Islamic thing. I kind of just took that as the ignorance of like people who claim to be part of this religion. But I would say in terms of my perception of the Muslim community, it definitely did taint it because it just made me think, I don't belong here, I'm not welcomed here. If I do want to belong here and be part of this community, I'm going to be met with, racism and discrimination, and I'm going to have to sit and listen to like nonsense from other people, which I'm not going to take. I think when you're young, it really plays on your mind a lot. I kind of went through a period in my life where I almost wanted to distance myself from the Muslim community because these type of encounters were happening quite a lot and quite frequently. I've even seen black Muslims leave Islam completely because they've experienced, discrimination and racism. I've seen that happen as well. I was seeing a lot of things, I was hearing a lot of things that were being said about black people, that were being said about other black Muslims, just seeing how black Muslims were treated in certain spaces. It's very apparent. If you're aware, it's very, very apparent. So yeah, I went through a period in my life where I was just frustrated, like as you said, by seeing these things that I wanted to move away from the Muslim community that I was a part of, which was a predominantly Asian community, and try and find a community of people who came from, I guess, a Caribbean background or an African background, but also just a background of people who I saw to be more open-minded, a background of people who were more like creatively minded because I come from a creative background myself, which I did. And I guess just along the way, by chance, you meet certain people and then you learn certain things and then you move into certain spaces and then you see a different side of like the Muslim community, you see a different side of Islam. It's human nature when you're being treated in a certain way, you will want to repel away from that thing as much as possible. I am black and I am Caribbean and I'm proud to be, and I've grown up, with a very strong sense of understanding and connection to my culture and my cultural background. I grew up in between the UK and Jamaica, so you know what I mean? So it's very much part of me. So for me to imagine myself as just trying to be like a Muslim without where I'm from, to me it just doesn't mentally sit right with me.
Keep the faith.